Different widths of flooring need to be installed differently. This applies to pretty much every type of hardwood, solid or engineered. With narrow planks like this 2¼ inch wide red oak, we can have nails every 2 inches. But with a wide plank floor like this 7-inch white oak, we're only going to have nails every 7 inches on the top. The answer is glue. Here we have 2 types of adhesive. The light stuff on the left is liquid nails, while on the right we have a specialty wood flooring adhesive from Berger Seidler. While the liquid nails is still rather malleable, you can tell that when it gets stretched, it just loses all of its strength. And it doesn't have that spring back to it at all, like the wood floor glue. This stuff is super springy. You can do a lot of repetitions cycling it back and forth before this stuff would break. You'd get a few with this, and mind you, it's still drying. This just has nowhere near the strength and elasticity, if that's a word, that the wood flooring adhesive has. So here we have some 2¼ inch red oak. Anything from this size up through 3¼ and even 4 inch. So anything under 4¼ inches wide, you can just nail it down. You don't have to glue it. You can if you want to. It will help you avoid squeaks. It's a great thing to do. It's not required. Accidentally sent one through the top there. Oops. Now, moving up to stuff between 4¼ inches wide all the way up to 6. So planks in the 5-inch range. You can fudge these numbers around just a little bit, but really 5-inch planks is what we do this to. We are going to both glue it and nail it. We're going to run beads of glue. Now I'm running way more than I need to here because we're going to keep this as a sample board. But we run these lines every 8 to 10 inches on the floor when we're doing this. And it's a nice little line of glue, you know. I've got kind of fat fingers. It's not quite as fat as my pinky. The glue is expensive, but you're not going to overdo it. Lovely. Glue assist can be very messy if you're not careful, as I just demonstrated there. But this is allowing us to get some extra hold underneath the boards because we have a reduction in fasteners, but it's not like full troweling the whole thing. Major hack for removing nails that don't set, by the way. You'll just destroy the board if you try to pull them. Normally we'd have some buckets around, but this is just a little sample board. So depending on how much glue is spec'd by the manufacturer for different widths, you're going to have different size notches on your trowel. You'll have to look at that on your buckets and figure that out. I can't tell you that here. I think I overdid the glue a little bit. This method is for the big planks. If you're looking at a wide plank floor like this, you're spending big money on the lumber, you're spending big money on the install, you're just spending big money. So the wider you go, not only does the material become more expensive, this is why the labor is more expensive. You've got to add different amounts of glue. It slows everything way down, especially when you get into pre-finished floors. You got to be so careful not to get the glue everywhere. And it is just a huge slowdown on the job. With this site finish stuff, if you get a little glue on top, it doesn't really matter. You can sand it right off. Now, anytime you're gluing a floor, you need to do a liquid moisture barrier underneath. It's going to apply just like a finish or epoxy would, and if you get a good one, it'll dry pretty quick, an hour, maybe 2. With your narrow planks that you're just nailing down, and when I say nail, I mean staple or cleat. But if you don't know wood flooring, it's a nail. You can just use 15-pound roofing paper or another type of underlayment. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, you probably will like the one popping up on your screen right here.